There's a huge difference between winning and losing, man. A huge difference. They're complete opposites. Like there's a big difference, and that difference starts with your mind. That difference starts with the way you think about things, the way you think about problems, the way you think about failure, the way you think about fear. That's the difference between winning and losing. It's your mind. If you want to win, you got to start thinking differently. If you want to be successful, you got to start thinking differently. You got to start thinking like a winner. The first one is like winners focus on solutions, not problems. They don't get stuck up on the hard times. They don't get stuck up on a roadblock. They don't get stuck up on, failing a couple times. They focus on the solution. How do you fix these problems? How do you get past these problems? Winners focus on the solutions. A lot of people get stuck complaining. A lot of people get stuck worrying about what's going on, worrying about everything that's happened to them. They just complain a lot. But winners, on the other hand, man, they take these problems and they find solutions to them. They ask the question, how do I fix this, instead of complaining about it? They go and get the job done even when it's tough. They go and get the job done even when they're facing adversity. They don't complain. They put their head down, they work, and they keep going. They get through it. They find a solution. Number two is, man, winners, they play the long game. They don't try to seek instant validation. They don't try to seek instant gratification. They don't try to do it tomorrow because they know it's not going to happen tomorrow. It's a journey. Like I said before, you got to trust the process. You got to love your process. You got to know that all the work and all the time you're putting in is going to get you to where you want to be. You got to play the long game. You got to wait for your time to come. And before that time comes, you got to just keep working. You got to keep putting time, and you got to keep grinding, because that time's going to come. Your work's going to pay off one day. It may not be today. It might not be tomorrow, but it's going to pay off. You got to play the long game. They don't chase the quick wins. They don't chase the quick success. They don't try to make money overnight. They don't try to go viral overnight. Like, they're grinding, they're working, they're waiting on their time to come. They don't try to chase the quick wins, because the quick wins aren't what you want. You want the long-term success. You want success forever. You don't just want it for a month or a week. You want it forever. So don't chase the quick wins. Winners stay consistent even when it's boring, even when they don't want to. That's their discipline kicking in. Like, you got to stay consistent. You got to keep working. You got to keep grinding even when you don't want to, even when it's boring, even when you're tired, even when you just flat out don't want to do anything. You got to be consistent. You got to be disciplined. You got to keep going. The work you're putting in, the time you're putting in is going to pay off one day. I promise you it is. Don't get bored. Don't get tired of it. Don't feel like you don't want to do it anymore. Don't give up. Don't quit. Just keep going, because all that stuff you're putting in is going to pay off one day. Don't chase the quick win. Play the long game. Play the long journey, and just know that your time's going to come. Third one is, winners don't fear failure. Nobody should fear failure at all. Because a failure doesn't mean you're losing. A failure doesn't mean that it's over. A failure means you're going to grow. A failure means you're going to learn a new thing. Failure means you're going to become a better version of yourself. The only way you can lose, the only way that you won't be able to be successful, is if you quit, is if you give up. That's the only way you can lose. A failure isn't you losing at all. A failure is a chance for you to grow. A failure is a chance for you to learn from what happened, learn from that situation, to be better next time, to grow. It's not a loss. The only way you lose is if you give up and if you quit. That's the only way you can lose. It's the only way you won't be successful, is if you quit and give up. A failure is not losing. You got to keep going. Don't fear failure, because it's going to happen. You're going to fail a lot before you succeed. Like I said, a lot. Like, you're going to fail all the time. All the time. You're going to fail. It's going to happen. You're a human. It's life. Like, you're going to fail. But you can't fear it. You got to embrace it. You got to learn from it. You got to grow from it. Don't fear it. Like, the best athletes out here, man, they've faced failure their whole life. Now they're a pro athlete. Now their success has came. You just got to trust and know that you're going to be there one day, even with all the failure you may be experiencing. You got to know that you're going to be successful one day. You got to embrace this failure and grow and learn from it. Become a better person from failure. Become a better version of yourself from failure. Get closer to your dreams. Get closer to your goals from failure. They help you grow. Failure does nothing but help you grow. If you want to be a winner, man, you got to start thinking like one. Shift your mindset. Shift your thoughts. Positively think about yourself. Don't fear failure. Play the long game. Focus on the solutions and not the problems. Don't complain. Just keep going full steam ahead. Keep working. Keep grinding. Focus on the solutions. Start thinking like a winner, man. You shift your mindset and you start thinking like a winner. There's no doubt in my mind you're going to win. I promise you're going to win if you start thinking like a winner. Start thinking like that. Shift your mindset and go chase your dreams. Go chase your goals. Go out there and do it. Go out there and grind. Go out there and put the work in. Don't fear failure. Failure is nothing but helping you grow. Think like a winner. That'll be all for this video, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you like this video, go hit that sub button. We're on the way to 150 subs. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And I'll see y'all in the next one.